Argentina 1-1 Iceland report. Lionel Messi misses penalty in World Cup 2018 clash against minnows. After his great rival Cristiano Ronaldo's heroics the night before, the pressure was on Lionel Messi to deliver. But the Argentina superstar, entrusted with the task of leading his nation to success in what is likely to be his last World Cup, ultimately fell flat. Ronaldo had laid down the gauntlet to Messi with his stunning hat-trick in Portugal's thrilling 3-3 draw with Spain in their World Cup opener. But Barcelona star and five-time Ballon d'Or winner Messi was unable to inspire his side in the way Ronaldo did, missing a penalty and failing to find a way past Iceland's heroic battlers. Iceland, who humiliated England by knocking them out of Euro 2016, were at their collective and belligerent best here, putting their bodies on the line as Argentina threw everything at them, only to come up short. Messi, his penalty miss aside, did not play particularly badly, but met an immovable object in the stubborn shape of Heimir Hallgrímsson's side, who proved here their Euro 2016 exploits were no fluke. Iceland, ranked 22nd in the world and making their World Cup debut, may not be a side for the football purists, with their rudimentary approach, but their formidable work ethic and collective spirit saw them earn a deserved draw. After an anxious opening for two-time winners Argentina, Jorge Sampaoli's side settled down and began to play with fluency and purpose, with Iceland made to chase the ball. Messi probed in a bid to find a way through the Icelandic block in front of him, but it was Sergio Aguero who made the breakthrough in the 20th minute with his first World Cup goal. There seemed little danger when Aguero picked the ball up with his back to goal, but the Manchester City striker, as so many Premier League defenders will testify, is capable of conjuring something from nothing. Aguero performed a lightning quick turn, leaving Ragnar Sigurdsson trailing in his wake, and unleashed an unstoppable strike that flashed past Iceland keeper Hans Halldórsson and into the net. It was a deserved lead for one of the tournament favorites, but one that lasted just 4 minutes, Argentina's uncertainty at the back undermining Aguero's brilliance and gifting their opponents an equalizer. Everton's Gylfi Sigurdsson drilled a ball into the 6-yard box, which Willy Caballero was only able to palm into the path of the grateful Alfred Finnbogason, who reacted quickest to steer it into the net to level. With Caballero anxious throughout, Argentina always looked vulnerable at the back, with Gylfi Sigurdsson twice going close before the break, with Sampaoli's side lucky to go in at 1-1. Argentina dominated after the break and should have gone ahead in the 64th minute when they won a penalty after Maxi Meza went down in the box following a shove from behind. Messi stepped up to take the resulting spot kick but saw his poor effort saved by Halldórsson. Messi failed with a dipping free kick and struggled to make his influence count thereafter, as Argentina became increasingly desperate as the clock ticked down. Substitute Christian Pavin enraging Polish ref Szymon Marciniak for appealing for a penalty that was blatantly not justified. Messi did his best to drag his country to victory, playing with greater enterprise and purpose as the game ebbed away, but even he was unable to find a way to breach Iceland's stubborn resistance. The 30-year-old went close with a curling effort that flew inches wide with 9 minutes left, the miss summing up his frustrating afternoon. Iceland were indebted to spot kick hero Halldórsson late on, when he dived at full stretch to his left to keep out a goal-bound shot from Pavin, clipped on its way by Aguero, while Messi shot wide in added time. A nation of just 335,000 inhabitants, having stunned England at Euro 2016 and swept aside Croatia, Ukraine and Turkey on the road to Russia, did it again, this time against arguably the greatest player of all time. Argentina, Caballero 5, Salvio 6, Otamendi 6, Rojo 6, Tagliafico 6, Mascherano 7, Biglia 6, Benga 53, 6, Meza 6, Higuain 84, 5, Messi 7, Di Maria 5, Pavin 75, 6, Aguero 7 Iceland, Halldórsson 8 Magnusson 7, Sigurdsson 7, Arnason 7, Sivarsson 7, Hallfredsson 7, Gunnarsson 7, Skulason 76, 5, Bjornsson 7, G. Sigurdsson 7, Gudmundsson 6, Gislason 63, 6. Finnbogason 7, Sigurdarsson 89, men of the match. Halldórsson 8. Lionel Messi suffered a nightmare start to the World Cup as Argentina were held to a 1-1 draw by Argentina in their Group D opener. The Barcelona legend saw his second-half penalty saved by the impressive hands-poor Halldórsson on an afternoon where he struggled to stamp his authority on proceedings. Sergio Aguero finally netted his first World Cup goal at his third finals early in the piece, turning to emphatically strike home. But Argentina looked shaky at the back throughout and were punished when Willy Caballero failed to deal with a ball back across and Alfred Finnbogason struck home. Click here to read our player ratings from the Moscow. One last chance for Lionel Messi with a 95th minute free kick, but he clatters it against a solid Iceland wall. It wasn't his day, and the Vikings took full advantage. Iceland have hope ahead of their Nigeria and Croatia games. The Icelanders are clinging on here. Lionel Messi skies one following an impeccable save by Hans Halldórsson. You sense there are a fair few new Iceland fans on sofas around the world. Referee Szymon Marciniak and his video assistants took center stage this afternoon until all the Messi mayhem. The Argentinians will only have themselves to blame if they fail to find a winner. Their passing has been no match for Iceland's passion. Less than 10 minutes left in Moscow. Argentina are creating the majority of the chances but lack edge as Gonzalo Higuain enters the fray. Croatia and Nigeria will be watching with interest. Group D is looking like a potential group of death. Christian Pavin replaced the quiet Angel Di Maria and is involved immediately. The substitute is clattered in the area but the ref controversially calls it a dive. They VAR when they want. To be fair to Lionel Messi, that was the first penalty he has let slip for his national side. That won't stop the Cristiano Ronaldo camp from gloating, though, and he has missed 4 of his last 7 overall. You'd back him to score a screamer from here. Wow. All eyes were on Lionel Messi this morning after Cristiano Ronaldo's hat-trick against Spain. This was his chance to lead the Argentina charge but he scuffs the spot kick and Hans Halldórsson saves. A poor penalty and, surely, the best moment in Halldórsson's life. Lionel Messi floats the ball into Sergio Aguero who goes down in the area. The collision, a challenge from Horter Magnusson, looked quite weak but the referee was decisive. Will Jorge Sampaoli's side restore